Okay, oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
so then they're doing that. No, it all depends on how like stable the safe lane is this game.
And mid one is going to take the Zeus in this game as well. So.
And there are some, like, how well does mid one do lane? Because in my head, how it should end up, they should do pretty well in lanes, and then they're just going to go 3 heroes to 1 lane. They're going to have Zeus ulted there. They're going to get 3 kills in the tower. They're going to heal up, and then they're going to keep going. And like the Lina is going to be in jungle farming. The Terrorblade is going to be farming.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you very much for joining us, both of you. Let's head over to Casey, who's with Sunbeam right now.
All right, so especially considering that Vici Gaming was able to draft 4 of the same heroes that we saw in the last game.
Yeah, I feel much more confident this time around. I think we have a better answer to TB. Last game, we just didn't have the last pick that felt like a last pick. I think this time around, we do have a last pick that really feels strong. So I think we'll be good.
All right, best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
A last pick that felt good. Indeed, it does feel good. Zeus is the last pick, and the commentary team are ready as well. Toby and Synderen, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing a strong game from Team Secret. It was a year ago they're actually eliminated in this exact round. It's been a rough run. Of course, they were eliminated by the defending champions, Team Liquid. This time around, Sind, you don't seem to have the same level of confidence as the Team Secret coach.
I'm not sure. I think so. When the enemy team picks 4 of the same 5 heroes, and the one they replaced was the TA for the Lina, which is obviously different, but in some ways it's similar. It's like lane dominance and strong. In both the right-click department, both heroes can get a lot done. I'm just worried for Secret that they haven't really managed to find a solution to Batrider. In the last game, at least they had the Venomancer, which is somewhat good. I think this time around their lane is weaker against Bat, but we'll see how that goes. And while the Zeus is...
Hello, everybody. Well, they see only 4. There is a 5-man movement from VG. They'll get the stun out. Mid one has an angle to get past the fissure. Even a curse from Fenrir. YapzOr. You can wave of terror. Damage points for him.
The thing that I think about this Zeus is that the hero is really good against the Terrorblade, which is what Sunby is referring to, that this time around they have a better solution for him. But I still look at this as a difficult Zeus game with that as the one exception. He can get jumped by Batrider. You need to be really careful with your positioning in fights. There's always the global silence. There's the secondary silence from Last Word. And even, yeah, I just...
You don't like it. You just don't like it.
I just don't really like it. But what I will say, though... Oh, hang on. Good block up this time.
It's just going to fissure blocker, but there's still going to be 3 runes going the way of Team Secret. FATA is already on top of both of the runes on top.
The things that are better for Secret this game, if we want to focus a bit more on the positives here, is that this time around they feel like they have better structural damage with this with the Clinks. They should have an even easier time taking Roshan as well. They have minus armor, they have a lifesteal aura, they have Chen and the Clinks just doing good damage to the Rosh, so that's good. And if their lanes go well, I think this time around, I'm not completely sure about the Zeus versus Lina matchup. I think Ori is going to be having a pretty good time. But maybe if they can solve this Batrider problem, they could be going out of a slightly stronger laning stage than last time. But I don't know, man. This bottom lane, in my mind, this Wraith King Chen is not going to have a good time.
Yeah, it feels rough. The panel was saying before, though, that running the Clinks as well as the VS and the Offlane can be a nice rant into the Terrorblade early on. But, okay, bottom lane 11, he is not a healthy man. The Fissure, of course, from Lanham. He was a superstar in the last game, and he's a savior for this one. But how long does Puppey stay here in this game? Like, once again, Lanham is blocking up all of his camps. He'll have to go deep. He'll have a Centaur he could use. But just how long can VG Gaming keep him here? If 11 doesn't have Firefly, which now he actually has...
I think Puppey can't leave. It's similar to last game, which is a problem. The Chen is kind of locked in this bottom lane because Wraith King against Batrider is really hard if you're alone.
Lanham's looking to set up in mid, but there's no Light Strike Array from Ori, so they don't have the double stun. He went for a 1-0-1 build on Lina.
Yep.
They actually have to use the Fissure to get the control they're looking for. Fenrir may be in a little bit more hurt, as he'll have to back off from FATA and YapzOr. I'm trying to contest the pull.
I'm wondering if this lane from Secret is actually stronger than the one last game against the safe lane, because Terrorblade obviously has really high base armor against the physical damage of Clinks, and while they have minus armor and Clinks hits really hard, I think Paparazzi will be having a decent time up here compared to the Spellburst Lina of the last game. However, if they do isolate, well, he's looking for a big creep.
And he's found one. He's found himself a FATA.
That's a good creep.
So now he's got harassment in the lane plus the regeneration.
If they do realize, I think they did see him move up there, right? Did they see him with that ward?
Yeah, No, the Warden's too far to the...
They did not see. They're going to see him now.
Yeah, it's too far to the side.
They see
yeah,
each
they
other.
see him now thanks to Lanham.
Yep, they see each other, and Lanham will just back off here.
But Lanham's been waiting so long in mid. He actually started leeching a little bit of experience from Ori, which I don't think was part of the plan, but never found that right moment to get the Fissure onto mid one. And mid one, it's very difficult to stop a Zeus from farming the mid lane. Like, he's gone a 2-1 build on the Zeus, so all about making sure he's got that CS in the mid.
Probably going to see him go for in Lightning Bolts. It's very rare that we see the Arc Lightning leveled up more than twice, because the way he's supposed to win this lane against Lina is by just harassing her away with the Bolt later on when he's level 5. Spam those out, force Ori to buy regen, and then he wins the economy war.
Finally, you're seeing Puppey able to get the pull off, going to change the equilibrium, got his creeps in position to go against Lanham. Penitence is out, Hellfire Blast, it's going to be thrown.
Decent
level
harass.
2-1, but as well, you got the mana.
It's not bad. Did like 250 damage to Lanham there.
11, really trying to actually go onto Puppey. There's only 2 sticky napalm stacks, but finally gets the fire underneath them with the Hellfire Blast into Penitence with Hadouken. 11's in trouble. Puppey gets the first blood.
That was ambitious.
To say the least.
Yeah, Ace thinks so too. Wraith King has some of the best chat lines in the game. This all caps. It's hilarious.
Well, the king has earned the right, or at least he was born into the right to yell. Top lane, YapzOr getting cursed up. Lets off 2, and Fenrir. Paparazzi was target number 1 at the very beginning. The Searing Arrows, FATA just needed 1 more hit. But they burned the Metamorphosis, and Vici Gaming, that's not the start they wanted for their side lanes.
They seem a little overconfident. In the last game, they had a very good grasp of what their heroes need to do in the laning stage, but this time around, 2 mistakes. This one, the Silencer, I think is easier to forgive than the one from Batrider, but it's still a kill. And of course, need to keep in mind, when the Strafe is running from FATA, neither of these 2 heroes can deal any damage to him, so obviously he's very safe during this. We'll be trying to harass out as much as possible.
YapzOr had to pop his TP a little bit earlier on. He was trying to harass into Paparazzi, a rather difficult thing to do against a 15 armor target like the Terrorblade. Wave of Terror does not remove enough. You just right-click through him.
They've still drained all his regen, so this lane might be going better for Secret than I expected. They're actually, even though they haven't killed the Terrorblade, I would say this time around the lane is going better than last game with Lina, because Paparazzi is struggling more than I was expecting. So good for Secret in this top lane. They actually have a very sizable lead already. Now the 5-minute bounty runes in 10 seconds. 11 will try to force Puppey away.
Well, Penitence is down, so maybe 11 feels a little bit more confident to stand inside the lane. Into the Firefly as Puppey, 5 sticky napalm stacks. Wraith King's moving up off the lane. And well, actually with the runic 11.
Oh dear.
Respect the army.
Puppey is playing him.
And he's going to get the bounty rune too.
Yeah.
Like, he
so that's
actually,
3 for 1.
So yeah, 11 was still able to get the bounty rune.
Oh, it's 2 for 2. Actually.
2 for 2, yeah. FATA got the 1 up on top. FATA also did, after that harassment, he went down and burned the top shrine, so he's already back up to full health.
Oh, Ori's in trouble too. This time around, Puppey does get to move.
They got the Troll Trap with the Hadouken. YapzOr's waiting for it. He'll throw it, the Magic Missile to kill Secure. Now Lanham, TP'd in. He's the low-level support that just never seems to be able to help in this game. No matter how great game 1 was, game 2 he's a non-factor.
This is going so much better for Secret.
Did you see actually how much Fender has been shut down too? He's got tangos. That's all he's got. He's got 428 net worth on the field. This is not a happy silencer.
Oh, this laning stage from Secret is looking awesome right now.
Come towards mid. Light Strike Array connects over on the Zeus. He's got Thunder God's Wrath as well as his bolt available. The Magic Missile stun keeps him away. And Puppey has to drop out the Penitence, sending mid 1 back. Does he want to pop anything off? He'll get the illusions out. Lannon's pretty low. Mid 1 just needs the mana for Thunder God's Wrath. And maybe one more attack into Lannon will give him that kill. Puppey's just on the run, trying to waste some time. Thunder God's Wrath will not be popped by mid 1. But heavy rotations from Vici Gaming.
Yeah, they end up leaving the bottom lane empty. And that's, to me, the key of this game is actually Batrider's early laning stage being this poor.
Be real careful, 1 more bolt and that's going to be his death. Won't happen, 1 charge has already been burnt. We'll get the life, but Ace summons the army and then pushes the tier 1 tower, and that belongs to them.
Yep, he's going to claim it here. This is the price they paid. So sure, you rotated in. All you got was a Chen. You paid a tier 1 tower for it. And it really is these 2 deaths from 11 early on that has given Ace this great laning stage. They feel like, Lanham feels like he can't really kill anything in this bottom lane, so he's losing a bit of purpose when Batrider falls behind like this. And now he's coming down to try and defend. This is going to hurt.
Penitence onto Lanham and the Hellfire Blast.
He's dead.
It just brings all the zombies to attack him. shouldn't call them zombies. They're Wraith King skeletons. Give them the respect. These things don't come from a tombstone.
Well, somebody, if Secret don't get stopped here, they're going to go high ground. They have 2 CGs still.
There, but YapzOr, as well as Puppey, they saw Ori. He's got the Laguna Blade available. Wants to try and bring down Puppey. It's only got Wrath. They have the damage. It'll end up being a trade-off. YapzOr gets the kill into Ori first. They don't get much more out of that one. Wraith King, he has the ability point being saved. So if Ace wants to trigger his reincarnation, he can do so. But then again, are they even going to do that? They turn around and now start beating into 11. He's still holding the skill point. 21 charges now on for Ace. And with the Firefly running out, 11 just gets critted down by Ace.
Well, they did defend their tower and stop the push. If they don't come down here and try to take these kind of engages, Secret just kept going. You got to send heroes here. You got to defend that tower, and it's cost them. Secret are dominating this early game. This is so much better than I thought it would be. 5,000 gold lead, minute 8. If your lanes can go like this,
they're coming over. There's a sentry ward down. Zeus with an arcane rune has a lot more spam. You definitely want to be checking that hillside. Puppey has an observer ward of his own, but they've already planted 2 observer wards. One watching the ramp in to the shrine area and the other one on the hillside. So they clearly see everything VG Gaming will bring their way. Meanwhile, FATA's having the time of his life on top lane. Ori is pressuring the mid, but mid one, he'll return. Pops out the bolt, and Ori already has to begin the retreat. But the bottom tier 2 tower is gone. VG could not mount a defense.
and now you just look toward Vici Gaming and you think about how last game went. They played it slowly, they got their key items, and then they went. This time around, Secret are playing really fast, and Vici, well, this time,
they want Lanham. YapzOr comes in range. Lanham just allows it to happen. Hellfire Blast, Penitence, and you cannot run from God.
9 minutes high ground, let's go. They have such, if their lanes go like this, the lineup has almost nothing to work with. Shaker contributes almost nothing right now. Terrorblade still needs to farm for a long time. Batrider had such an atrocious laning stage that all he has to show for himself right now is these Tranquils. So yes, they're going to defend, but this is 4 heroes in the base.
This is the time for Vici Gaming to do something big. They get a Fissure, they get a Curse, and Team Secret.
All right.
Looks like they're gonna be happy enough to back off on mid lane. 11 found a good target. It's mid one. Lasso is available. He wants to get a couple more sticky napalm charges up and then pull him back into Fenrir so Fenrir can get his first steal of the game. Mid one does not have the damage to survive this, and Fenrir actually wasn't in range to get the +2.
Save the Lasso though. I think that's worth trading to intelligence for. Every cooldown right now from Vici.
I'm seeing FATA just staring him down at 11. You just got your victory. Sees the target, tries to juke around the tree lines, has to go into the lasso. Support's coming in from YapzOr. It's a level 2 wave, so that range, the damage, connects. It's just FATA who actually does it with the searing arrow.
Traded a Lasso for a bounty run. I actually think it's worth it. I mean, he knew he was dead anyway, so at least he bought the time to get that run. So, and a nice attempt at surviving too, but FATA with the long range attack did get it. So, 6,000 gold, minute 10. And more, well, not more importantly, that is a lot of gold, but the map control for Secret is just so extreme. Like getting all of this bottom area covered off already. They're going to be rotating up toward top soon with Chen. The Roshan should be theirs for the taking as well. Vici Gaming, if the laning stage goes like this, their tools are not there. They need level 6 on Silencer. They cannot fight this. Even if they come with all of the heroes, they're going to lose the fight. Yeah. So Secret will feel very confident getting this.
They just can't close the distance. Without Global Silence, there's no way they can control the huge amount of DPS that Team Secret has. And Team Secret, they know it. Like, there's a reason why 5 heroes are standing inside the pit. Normally for most teams, you'd be like, wait, guys, I think we have a positional problem. But in this game, Team Secret know exactly what they can get. Is Aegis the Immortal? Is in the hands of, once again, FATA. He always seems to take this first Aegis. Clinks, he's #1 on net worth. He's had all the time in the world on the top lane, even though he hasn't taken a tier 1 tower yet. That's the rest of his team's job.
FATA is kind of off-lane position 1 this game, just because of how good his lane was.
I'll jump in. Ace has the blink dagger up, and goodbye Silencer. That net worth drops down even lower. 1.1k on the Silencer, but at least he owns more than Tangos now.
You know the thing I've said in a lot of our casts, that I'm like always ready to be surprised? This is one of those games. It didn't happen that much during the group stage or even the main event until now, but I am blown away by how well this is going for Secret. It felt like they could maybe do well in the laning phases if everything clicked, but this is beyond expectation. They are just cruising right now. They
seemed to help though, when you had a Batrider who dived like very aggressively under a tower, then the top lane was strong as well.
There's absolutely 2 sides to every story, and the Batrider definitely made a couple of mistakes bottom, and there was a little mistake top, but you still need to capitalize on it, and Secret have been doing everything correctly this game. Just one right move after the other.
They just took their 4th tower, the tier 2 tower to drop in the mid. It was a rebuttal. It was Paparazzi on bottom lane taking the tier 1 tower with help, but this is a double catapult army from Puppey. They've got the movement speed creep as well, and it's a straight up push. Double damage rune on Clinks. They're beating through the tier 3 tower. Remember, this is 12 minutes into the game. The Team Secret are breaching high ground. FATA has to remain. Remember, he's got the Aegis. He's happy to lose this. Get back to life, get back to mana. The tower will fall. Ori wants to go for more. They swap him. The global silence is out, but it's already too late. Ori's down for half a minute. Maybe Team Secret can take more than what they've got here. Paparazzi still pushing in the bottom lane, going for the tier 2 tower, but the cost could be high. FATA is focusing on the melee racks. Fenrir cannot defend this. Lanham can fissure and potentially slow this down. It stops FATA from instantly attacking, but 13 minutes in, the melee racks is taken. 11, he'll get the lasso. He's bringing back the king to the throne, and it will be under the tier 4 towers. The Yank will pop. Mid one wants to stand his ground. He's got the Thunder. He actually has the ultimate, the Thunder God's Wrath, ready to pop. Lanham, no more fishes available. Fenrir, nah, they're just sending Zeus. He'll be fine all the way back home. So VG Gaming lose an entire mid lane of frags. And what they got in return? A tier 2 tower.
You hate to see it, man, but I think it was the best play. I think that defense would have been more or less impossible, so Paparazzi's just getting whatever he can. They bought all the time they could with the Shaker. The moment that Lina dies, that Lina Rax is gone.
Yep.
And they tried to be clutch with the global. They didn't get the Clinks in the global, however. He was respawning from Aegis, put out this strafe, and killed Ori in 2 or 3 hits. So Secret, you just got to ride the wave now. I think you go and take these 2 top towers. Even without your Aegis, you have a huge advantage. You have the position on the map. Vici Gaming constantly will have to deal with this mid wave, so now generally when you're pushing one side of the map, you want to push mid in addition, so getting these racks already will just kind of give them an extra player on the field almost that's just invisibly pushing the mid lane for them. And now they can play as 4, as 5 top as they wish, as long as the bottom lane is somewhat under control, and mid one is already ready to take care of business down there.
I think FATA can take care of top lane all by himself.
Probably.
He doesn't even need friends. But having Ace nearby, have a bit of an army, the FATA's got himself a Desolator, so this tier 1 tower does not stand a chance. This is a very one-sided fight. 96%. Yeah, Vici Gaming, where's your 4?
3.
3. Okay.
They got the tier 1 tower. Dota Plus was like, I've seen this game before. Dire can win, but when they lose that tier 1 tower, starts looking a lot worse.
I need more of that data. More of that data. Top tier 2 tower is going to fall as well. Nothing will stop this, and Vici Gaming, are you ready to fight? The Blink Dagger is up, 11 jumps on bottom lane, double TPs are coming in, they're after mid one, Echo Slam is available, Lanham goes for the fissure, however, Flame breaking him down, and look how much 11 needs to commit to this one. You'll end up losing 2 heroes, and actually getting nothing.
Didn't get him.
Oh, poop.
That's quite a lot to commit. Oh my god,
Ori, look at the damage! He just gets the penitence on him. Ori can buy a little bit of time, but FATA, one Searing Arrow will do it, and one Searing Arrow doesn't.
Is this the most one-sided game we've had on the main stage?
It is.
This is pretty extreme.
This is the one where everyone's wondering, hey, can we have a game that ends in under 20 minutes time and tick off Compendium box right there?
I think have we already had that?
Yeah, I think we had one game in the group stage that was close to it, but I think it may have gone over 20. Either way,
well,
mid lane push is coming in. 16 minutes up, FATA. He is ready to fight.
They don't have global for another 70 seconds.
Oh, the jump! Ace is already in. Lanham needs to split it up. He's able to get 3 men stunned, but Pat Rider is deleted from this game. They're going to beat into the tier 3 tower. Line Striker Ray, it's nice. Wraith King doesn't have his reincarnation up. It's 10 seconds before it's available for him. He's got 14 one-charges to give the extra life. But jumping in with a Blade Meld, VG Gaming, even if they want to fight back, Ori's going to die. And Ace with the jump in, the bolt was there as well to help. A buyback comes in, Ace, he's got the reincarnation up, only barely before that vision was able to connect. The Team Secret, how hard do you want to push this? Not hard enough. The TP is coming out and FATA is retreating to the shrine.
I'm thinking for Vici Gaming right now. I'm thinking, Toby. I'll let you know when I got something.
You're not as fast as OpenAI to work out how to come back?
Now, this is the game where OpenAI starts running heroes down mid. I've seen this game played by OpenAI. They started just sending heroes down mid, dying to try to push out waves. Let's see if Vici have done their homework.
Well, they'll smoke up, Oring and 11 together. They're going to run towards the south. The line is drawn. Find any target to then come together. But Team Secret, you know where they want to push. They want to go top lane. The tier 3 tower is already only barely above half-life. FATA has returned from his little jaunt away. He's actually going for a scythe. Got more early game. Well, they found their target. It's going to be Puppey. Line Striker raid up. He will not get the hand. Actually, Hand of God is on cooldown for the moment.
Yeah, just run down mid. You find a kill. Nice.
It was mid with a slight detour. They took the tourist route.
It's a 600 gold swing. Just need another 20 of those.
Sure. Sure. He's actually worth that much, I'm sure.
Yeah, when the enemy team is that far ahead, even the chin kill gives a lot of gold.
Yep, Latim's actually rapidly approaching that blink tag. So finally, VG Gaming will have double blinks, they'll have double initiation. And just to be that, you're wondering what VG can do, initiation of teamfight onto Team Secret. They have a large army with the Wraith King, with the Chen. This is the problem for Team Secret. They do not want to see the swing that happened last time.
I think
Lightning Bolt, they found a target. It's 11. He thought he was undercover. He had the Invisor and Sentry Wards are down, and FATA already got the kill. It was only a Thunder God's Wrath for Vision, but they may have to come back. Bottom lane got pushed in. Lina gets some breathing room. Thank you, Ori.
You're absolutely right. You look at this VG Gaming lineup right now, and Lanham has to come up super big. And it's not really just on him, it's also on Secret. This feels like one of those games where the recipe for a good fight from Vici is that Secret are unaware of the Blink Dagger, overcommit too hard, and get 2 or 3, maybe even 4-man Echo Slammed. With a Global Silence, I think the play still exists for Vici. It's just they have nobody who can really frontline for them right now. Nobody can be the bait, because anybody dies and 2 Clinks hits and 1 Zeus Bolt. So, how do you set that condition up?
Looking to push. I'm seeing 3 catapults under the control of Puppey. They're all smoked up, so stealth catapults.
Yep.
Moving to the bottom lane. And they could just take out the shrine by themselves if they wanted to, because VG cannot come out to fight that. That is not a position. They have vision with the observer wards around it, but
you do not fight out here.
Those wards are timing out pretty soon. And here's the attack. Shrine is gone, and Team Secret will now push in towards the bottom lane. They were attacking the top, but they decided to switch it around. Maybe thinking VG Gaming's vision game is going to be weaker there, and that's true. The observer wards are up on top lane instead.
I think they still want to get around the top area and just get the next Roshan.
34 seconds till he's up.
They just pushed in bottom to secure this shrine and get all the bounty runes if they can. They'll get 3, I believe. There might be one single one grabbed here by Ori. He's trying at least.
Thinking about it.
He's gonna get it.
Bubble charges.
Gets 1. The advantage from Secret still being built. And they can take their time. I think it's always, you want to strike this right balance, right? Where you don't start playing too passively, oh, we have a big advantage, let's just keep farming. You still need to control the map. You need to try to limit the enemy team from gaining space. And Terrorblade is one of those heroes that can farm decently while constricted just because the illusions can do it for you.
But is this still going to be a good timing? Like, you're allowing time for BKBs to come onto Paparazzi as well as Honori. And then they'll have ways to potentially sustain against the heavy nuke damage of Team Secret.
It still feels like they're so far behind that when Terrorblade is BKB'd, if Wraith King, Venge, and Clinks aren't controlled, he's still gonna just get torn apart. Like, the Clinks hits way too hard. They have the Vengeance aura on both Wraith King and Clinks. A lucky crit from Ace. We saw what that did to Silencer earlier.
Yeah.
Obviously, Terrorblade with a good amount of armor, but still. Yep. Deso and the Wave of Terror will get rid of about half.
And if FATA's able to complete up this Hex, then it won't matter if he has a BKB.
Look at this.
That Roshan just
easy grab.
Yeah, nothing could really stop this. And they'll give the second life. I think Ace and FATA both have a slot. So Aegis into FATA. Ace will take the cheese.
They might pass that one on to mid one, but I think maybe they feel confident that the Zeus is very safe.
If they keep him at the back lines, then it will make sense.
He just needs to not get lassoed. That's the most important. He can play around that. Vici don't have other tools really to pressure this Zeus with the strong front line that he has. Wraith King is an excellent front line in this game. There's no mana burn, so he's guaranteed to get reincarnation off every time. The Clinks with the Aegis as well as Death
They're looking
Pact.
for 11. 11 needs to blink and TP right now if he's going to survive, and he does enough the Flame Break. Team Secret, YapzOr going off the Wave of Terror, and the Thunderbolt, but it comes just a fraction of a second too late.
That was very close.
First BKB on Paparazzi is done. The Lina is just about to finish hers, especially with that army up at the top lane, ready to be killed off. There's the triple catapults from Puppey. I don't know if he really wants to commit them anywhere near Ori, who will hunt them down, but Team Secret are on the hunt themselves. Smoke up through bottom river. Okay, I think they know their own viz, considering you just arc lightning to the mid lane without any kind of vision. Vici Gaming are coming out, getting their own vision on bottom lane. 5-man smoke up, does Team Secret walk closer to them? No one else is close until now. The smoke breaks on both heroes. 11 takes to the skies, and Laguna Blade, they want to kill off Puppey, protected by Glimmer Cape. The global silence is out, and they got the control. It's over on mid one. Fissure lockdown. YapzOr can't swap them out in time. Vici Gaming now turn their attention over towards Ace. He has the cheese available. He's not going to pop it. He'll let the reincarnation actually go. Paparazzi needs the Sunder, needs to get the life. The stuns are out, and Raid King's already away and being aggressive. They find him over on the tree. Paparazzi gets the life. Ace will burn the cheese, so they're both back up to full health. But Vici Gaming on the defense. Ori has 24 HP, limping in past his tier 3 tower on bottom lane, barely surviving. But that's the best fight they probably could have asked for.
And I think that is the worst possible place for Secret to take it to. They run up the high ground into a Vici Gaming lineup that's smoked up, who has global silence, and they ended up getting a 1-for-1 trade. In an even game, that's a team wipe. Like, just hands down, Secret get destroyed. And I was actually surprised to see them run up this way. I thought they would maybe take a longer way around or go from the bottom or just not go there at all. They could have also just gone top and started playing up there, but they take the risk.
Why did this push stop? They were looking good. They had the Aegis and cheese.
Oh, they still have the Aegis. So the cheese was
metamorphosis for 80 seconds. FATA comes to the front lines. Fenrir!
I feel like he's not respecting Clinks very much in this game from the laning stage to now.
Oh, Lanham. Want to watch this spot. He's smoked up, looking to wrap around from behind. Secret may feel confident, but here comes Lanham in for the dunk. He gets the follow-up Fissure. Lanham hits the money. YapzOr is still in trouble, but Ori can now move himself forward. Mid one slow, but not dead yet. Ori's trying to finish the job, and he does do so. Back up the hill, but Vici Gaming, where are the numbers? They have to be bought back. FATA, you never even triggered off his Aegis the Immortal. His biggest problem is he doesn't have mana, but now the buybacks from mid one. BTs to the front lines. They want to finish off this tier 3 tower.
What a sick echo, and it wasn't enough.
FATA, this may be enough. He jumps forward. He wants this Aegis the Immortal to actually be burned, but then again, he'll burn Fenrir. Oh, it is just not a silencer's day. They'll take out the tier 3 tower. Clinks is low, but remember, he doesn't care if he pops. Full health, full mana, and just able to force the issue. Terrorblade will come up 13 seconds until he has the Metamorphosis available, and Lanham looking to come back in again. Hits the Fissure, controlling up the Raid King. Reincarnation is still available for him, and they're attacking into the Blade Mail, but Ace, it will wear off. They'll get the kill. Reincarnation is gone, but so is the melee ranks of Vici Gaming. Paparazzi swaps the life. They want the quick secondary kill. Able to achieve it, and the lasso. This one's on to FATA. No Aegis, he won't protect him. The stun control is there, and Lanham, he's actually leaving him. He wanted to go for the secondary kill. Okay, you're gonna kill him. Now they get the kill. Paparazzi with a double kill. Huge money being funneled into the Terrorblade, but they still lost their top racks. The melee only. Very comfortably, they do not push out any further. They stay inside the base to repair the damage of mid lane.
Check the win probability graph.
As it bounced again? I'm sorry, 99% and a flat line. That's a death line right there.
They're holding on, Toby. This will be the most ridiculous comeback, I think, of the tournament if Vici pull it off. But they have so much ground to cover. Secret still with a massive advantage. This side of Ice and Clinks now coming out. And remember, they had 2 fights in a row where mid-1 was not in the best position. I definitely think he can position himself better, and things go a lot smoother than this. So if he adjusts a little bit to what seems to be happening in these fights,
Lanham
Secret can make it much cleaner.
Away, needs to start the TP. He's over in the tree lines. Let the God's Wrath will reveal him. Mid-1's on the way too. And Lanham knows he'll need to blink a secondary time if he's going to survive this one. So Totem Stomp, he's just buying space more than anything else as 4 heroes from Team Secret surround and kill the ES. Down for 40 seconds. Let's look at the good moment that Lanham had. That top lane Echo Slam If the creep wave arrived a couple of seconds earlier, maybe they would have had enough to get the kill instantly onto him.
There's just not enough left in the tank when he gets in, right? The Terrorblade is dead. Ori is too far away to follow up, so they don't get that full combo with the Dragon Slave and Lightstrike Array. Well, it looked great. Maybe scored some fantasy points on that stun, but...
Winning is the best way.
Did not score a win.
Puppey's leading the fantasy points at 21.2 base at the moment, so he's a very, very happy man. But Vici Gaming, they're looking for happiness in defense. ES is off in 2 seconds time. 8 already going in for the jump in. 11 looking for the jump. He can't actually go for anything. The global silence is down for the disarm of the Batrider. He found a target, Alanum. He'll get the jump. Hand of God, giving the life to Clinks, but not enough. He'll go down. The defense is real. Paparazzi chasing after heroes. Doesn't have the metamorphosis, doesn't have the power. So Team Secret reset, move up the hill. Knowing that Echo Slam is down and Silencer was forced to buy back, they will not force the issue. They're backing out for now.
They can control the map as long as they like. Take it easy, but yeah. Show a little bit of hiccups, I would say, almost. I think Secret, considering how well they played the first stage of the game, they could have been expected to maybe close out the game now, but Vici Gaming with some good defensive plays. They're isolating the right heroes, they're getting the right jumps, good timing on the global in that situation. Finding the Clinks is definitely very big.
Fenrir, I feel so scared for the Silencer. He's not even level 10, 28 minutes into the game and has 12 as he drops a sentry when he goes down in net worth. 0 for 6. Silencer.
He's had better days.
Yeah, it's been rough. Meanwhile, you kind of got like this performing Wraith King, 7-1-11, the 9-2-4 for Clinks. Kills galore. FATA's going to go for a repositioning item next, so the Blink Dagger Clinks with the sight. That's that instant initiation that they're looking for onto Paparazzi to make him a non-factor hero, but Vici Gaming, speaking of initiation, they want to go without Echo Slam up. But they're wondering about Roshan, but he doesn't spawn up. He doesn't even possibly spawn up for 15 seconds.
Oh. They were hoping to run into Secret, probably. They wouldn't want to run into them up here.
They actually have to go back. They're going to lose the top lane range rags if someone doesn't TP back right now.
This is very obvious now.
Yeah, they've actually lost the rags. It's gone.
Yeah.
They need, like, it's the hardest thing when you're on base defense. You need to be able to push out the lane so these kind of moves aren't heavily telegraphed. Or if you do move out, you need to find a kill in the first 10 seconds.
Yep.
But they're getting more. Blink Dagger up for Ori. He's got a repositioner, and Blink Yules means Ori's got initiation, but Team Secret are all walking around as 5. That initiation on a solo hero is very... And 11's trying to go on the bottom lane, but YapzOr on mid one, they're on the hunt once more. You've got the reveal, you've got the mass amounts of stun, and 11's going to force stuff. But FATA's got movement speed. Runs around the back of him, says hi, begins with that scythe, and well, goodbye towards the Batrider. 11 will get neither of the bounty runes. Secret will get 4. That's why they look towards mid. Blink from Ori, this is the time to reveal. They see Puppey underneath the observer wall, but they're worried about the support that's sitting behind him.
Double damage rune in the river too. Will be grabbed by FATA here, I think.
Well, Roshan's up in 8 seconds time, and the Chen army's already there waiting for it. So followed up, they'll kill Roshan real quick. Then you got Refresher. You got the Refresher Shan, Aghanim Scepter up for mid 1-2. These team fights look impossible for Vici Gaming to win unless they start it with the Echo Slam.
They have to do the exact same thing they did bottom, basically. They need to find a lasso, drag them in, get global off, hope for Secret to react and respond with a lot of heroes, and then get a big echo. Like, the logic in their lineup is very sound. We saw what it can do in the last game when they get the fights off, but in this patch, almost any lineup that gets this destroyed in lanes, it's so hard to come back. Just the sheer item advantage that Secret has had the whole game. They can negate so much of what Vici are bringing their way. And it took Vici so long to get these key items that have allowed them to take these fights. It's like Vici barely came alive until they were 15k behind.
They blink, they found him underneath the Observer and Sentry Ward. They put down the Nimbus, but will be enough time. Clings, he will fall. Aegis Immortal is triggered. And Vici Gaming, you burned last, so we haven't burned much more. The rest of Team Secret, they'll arrive. Global Silence is down. They'll kill him twice. And you've got Wraith King in way too deep. Cheese available, but again, he'll burn the Reincarnation first. They want to go back in Team Secret. The swap out Paparazzi. He'll still get the thunder, but he's so low on life. The hand of God, they'll give more back to Team Secret, but Wraith King, he's on the run. Ori looking for more damage, but the second Nimbus will also drop. They just can't fight it. Man, one is a god. Triple kill for him. And VG GG. No other path for VG Gaming to come back, and for the first time in the playoff bracket, we have a Game 3! Woohoo! And what a one to have it on. Team Secret fighting for life. They do not want a repeat of the history of last year. Knocked out. That game also went to 3 against Liquid. They took a game off the champions who 3-0'd the final.
I wonder if Vici are as surprised as I was with how well that early laning stage went for Secret. Everything just came together so nice.